Hey guys, this is Isaiah, and just want to let you know we had a little bit of connection issue during the pod, so there's gonna be a delay between answering between me and Kyle. Please be patient with us. We fixed the issue later on, but enjoy the episode. Thanks.
Shit, this is strong.
That's Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I didn't even start the episode. I'm gonna hit record 3, 2, 1. Well, I was recording audio, but now I'm recording video too.
The audio can stay. Welcome in and welcome back, listeners, to another episode of the Sports Shots Pod. I am Kyle, and I just got punched in the face by this new tequila that I just opened up. I was not expecting it to be that strong. Isaiah, what's in your cup?
Shit, damn. Kyle, listen, people. Kyle was a little bit down right when he started, but he took one sip and he's back up. Drinking Dwayne the Rock Johnson's tequila, not sponsored, but I'm drinking. First of all, welcome everybody, right? But I'm drinking Jack and Coke. Simple. I haven't drinking like 2 weeks on the pod. I'm excited to be back. You know, I've had sickness.
I should not be drinking right now.
Oh, listen. In college, I've used beers and tequila as like a pre-workout. I go in there with like three beers and I'm right.
That explains a whole lot.
That was when I was my, how to say it, most muscle mass, but
Stop.
I was way more active.
Stop. Well, you know what? Okay, you can pump yourself up. I'm not going to say it was muscle mass. I remember you in college.
Listen, I wear nothing but long sleeves in college. Only thing you had on me was height and blackness.
And fitness.
You were more lean than me, yeah. But I was packing some 21s.
Man, we should have met when we was still playing football, so we could have gone Oklahoma against each other.
Oh, we should have. I think my peak in high school, my weight was like 220, and then in college, I got up to 240.
Oh, okay. You said high school. Okay, I was about to say I peaked in college at around 235.
No, in high school I was 220, but junior year I was like 200, and then over the summer, I took this protein called AMP Mass Gainer. 20 pounds just packed on me.
Free plug, huh?
Yep. And then in college, I still continue to use that mass gainer, but I left it more heavy. I left the high school regimen, right? The high school workout list, and our strength coach, rest in peace, but he was so strict about following the plan that if he saw us after school doing something else besides what was on our sheet, he would get pissed off, and we would do reminders the next day.
I don't know your strength coach, but rest in peace as well.
Yeah, Coach Ward, awesome dude, man. Played at he was a military guy, and then his son played at UT, I believe, and now his son is like a strong man.
Nice. I have no idea what's going on with my coaches from high school.
I actually saw one at church this past Sunday. He's now a head coach somewhere else, and he saw my son for the first time, and he's like, "Damn, he's already getting big." I was like, "Yeah."
Damn. I think I heard that my head coach had retired, which would be like, damn, it's about time. That man has been there since like the 80s.
Oh my goodness!
And he been there so long, and I'm embarrassed for us to say that he only has one appearance in the state title and got boat raced by Kyler Murray.
I mean, at least
it made it
4
once.
straight,
and and you lost to a future NFL quarterback, so you can't really be totally mad, right?
You know what's crazy? Everyone gives shit to Kyler Murray, right? We all do, right? Especially when it's called the
because I saw him. I saw him at 14. I never gave him shit. We
both played Texas high school football. He won 4 straight, never lost. 4 straight titles.
Yeah, we down in Texas know who Kyler Murray was.
Mm-hmm. We don't underrate him whatsoever. But like other people, right? Like the NFL base,
I think
fan
it's my
base.
internet. I hope it's not, but I missed everything you just said a second ago.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's
no, I
totally
was just.
This is not good.
I was just. I was just saying. Can you hear me now or no? Are we okay?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
There's a delay in seeing you, but I can definitely hear you. Come on,
okay.
Xfinity.
As long as the audio stays crisp, I can hear you fine. I can hear me fine, so I think we're okay right now.
Right.
But
maybe
what I was
it's
gonna
that
say
Grande
is,
you using.
nah, I'm not on Grande anymore. That was in Corpus. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that the NFL fan base kind of gives Kyler Murray shit, right? But this man,
That's because he's short.
yeah, this man won 4 straight titles in high school, won a Heisman
In Texas.
in college, in Texas, won a Heisman in college.
Put emphasis on the in Texas.
Oh yeah, in Texas. Okay, not that type of emphasis, but won a Heisman in college. Not now, Kyle. Bad time, Bob. Bad time. And then went number 1 overall. He went first round, I think. Did he go number 1 overall?
I don't think.
Or
top 5 at least. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. Has been now as a veteran now. Also got drafted early, high pick in the MLB by the A's. Like, this guy is an athlete, man. Even if he's 5'6", 5'7", whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Give him his flowers.
Ever since he was 14. Dude
2.
had it.
Dude was it.
All right. That's enough of a little chatter on random Texas high school football.
Yeah.
You watching the finals?
Of course. I didn't get to watch game 2. I was busy that day. Family reasons, right? Obviously. But game 1 was exciting to watch. Another close game, and Halliburton proves again that he has got ice in his veins. That he is clutch.
And they're saying that that's the only game Indiana is going to win. You think so?
No. I think they win one more. I had Thunder in 6. And I'm gonna stick with mine. I think Indy takes one at home, and then I don't know if it's this game on Wednesday or next game on Friday, but I think they win one at home, and then it's 2-3-2, right? That's how it is.
No, it's 2-2, 2-2, 1-1-1.
Okay, so I think Thunder will win it at home, or no? If they win the 6, they win Indy.
Yeah,
but
back in Indy. Yeah.
I think Indy takes one more win at home, but I still believe Thunder in 6.
The NBA, I mean, I don't know. Like, how do you feel about the scheduling with it? I guess we'll go for the low hanger fruit.
I hate it right now. I hate it's like every 2 days. Yeah. I'm used to like every other day. Is this the first year where they're doing this?
No, it's always been like this with the final schedule. I've been hating it since I was a kid. I've always hated, especially the layoff between game 1 and game 2. Like,
that was such a huge. First game was Thursday, and then the next game wasn't until Sunday.
I seriously thought it was Saturday night.
That's what I thought too.
Do a day in between, but
yeah,
it's like, look, hockey is way more physical than basketball, and they play every other day. I mean, even traveling in between Edmonton and Miami. I mean, come on now, that's like almost 3,000 miles, and they still and they're fighting every damn game. There was a 5-on-5 yesterday.
How many players are allowed on the ice at a time per team?
5-on-5 plus the goalies.
There you go. No, but the space is crazy. So like, game 3 is tomorrow, Wednesday, but then game 4 is Friday, right? Only a day in between, right? But game 5, which is now guaranteed to go game 5, it's Monday after the Friday game. And then it goes from Monday,
Sunday night.
Exactly. And then from the game 5 to game 6, it's Monday, and then Thursday. It's like, dude, what are you doing? I feel like you're losing attention.
Definitely, yeah, definitely losing it, especially at this point when most people done checked out because your team already out. So it's like,
Yeah,
you got to keep
yeah.
interest up.
Would you? I mean, I wouldn't consider OKC a big market team.
They're not. They're not, but they'll be afterwards. I mean,
Sure.
I mean,
They
winning the
have
championship,
MVP.
that's all it takes.
They'll win the finals, we believe.
Indiana's a little bit more
MVP.
established. They'll still consider them small, but just because of the size of the city. But I mean, come on, fucking Oklahoma. I mean, I tell you who really wants them to lose, and that's everyone from Seattle.
Oh yeah. After the move, you know who also wants OKC to lose?
Westbrook.
The Clippers.
Oh, why? Oh, the trade.
The trade.
Stupid trade. Yeah.
That stupid trade.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, they have a history of doing that. That's why they're the little brother of LA.
Always.
The
It's
Angels
like
have more cachet than the Clippers.
I was about to say it's like the Angels to the Dodgers.
Yeah, but you can't even put the Clippers and the Angels in the same category because the Angels actually have a championship.
They do
recently. And prior to the Dodgers in the full season, more recent than them.
Well, they won last year.
Don't say 2020. Don't say 2020.
No.
Because
they won last year.
Yeah, but prior to last year, the Angels had the most recent.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that. Though.
No. I mean that shortened season. You know who won MVP for the AL?
The guy that we ran out of Houston.
Yep. Jose Abreu.
Yeah. He's still. I don't even think he's officially retired.
I don't think so.
He's definitely not in the majors anymore.
No. I know we're gonna jump back on this later, but ever since Yuli, all first basemen have just gone downhill.
Mm-hmm. And
because I mean,
we got rid of him.
Yuli won a batting title.
It was a season after he won that batting title. We got rid of him. Yeah.
I think that season he also let in doubles.
Yep. But he didn't hit enough home runs. That was the big complaint. You know, because by that time
when you have
full analytics was taking over. You know, they want launch angles and shit for your first baseman. They don't want, you know, a 320 batting average with like only 8 homers all season.
Something, but like 40 something doubles. You know, but I get what you mean, right? When NFL fans don't like one of their supposed to be big player guys not hitting home runs, and but that's why you got like Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, right? You got guys that will bring in the home runs at the time, right? When Yuli was playing.
I mean, Jerry's still out on Walker. I mean, you know, I'm actually going to slide on, you know, the lack of hitting if he can at least keep that OPS around 750.
Who is this? Who are you talking about?
Walker.
Oh yeah. He's supposed to be a huge RBI homer guy, and he's been on and off. Off.
And I had the notes tab on. I just flipped it back on to the game. Why are we trailing 3-0 to the White Sox? But we got two runners on, 1 out. Paredes at the plate. Let's see what happens as at bat live.
You know, I put a bet on Max Fried on his over strikeouts, and he's not doing it for me.
Did you see the meme of that graphic
GG.
when they were playing the Indians, and it was what they call it, the Guardians. They have David Fry for the Guardians, so it was Fry versus Fried. Should be Fried, but
oh yeah. The meme was like, never in MLB history has it been a present tense versus a past tense.
But I'm feeling fried right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's
switching back to the NBA. Did you see the Magic? Is that what they did last week?
No, I did not. Tell me about it.
Oh shit! They rebranded, and it's horrible. The NBA they have a fetish now for these damn circle logos. It's like half the league. The uniforms are okay, but that the logo is a complete downgrade, especially for them.
Let me see here. Yeah. Let me see this stuff. Oh yeah, listen. I'm a sucker for pinstripes on any jersey. I love pinstripes, but the logo, the logo. The jersey is actually, except for the alternate one with the little splash of blue on the shoulder, that can go. But like the regular home and away, it's pretty straight. Like I like the retro. It is,
base. Yeah. Go back to the regular. I'm old school with the NBA. I don't need to see 10 different damn uniforms for each damn team. I'm good with just the home team wears the white, away team wears the color, just like it was back in the day. That's what I'm used to. There's still some things that I like old school and retro.
Yeah, no. Their logo's too simple for me.
You see all the teams that have a circle in their logo?
Yeah.
The they're really getting lazy. Which speaks to a bigger deal because, hold up.
I'm holding. And as I'm holding, who is... Oh, it's Franz. I was trying to see who the fella on the left was, but I forgot. It's Franz Wagner. I put quite a bit of bets on Franz Wagner. Him and Tatum were my highest hitting ones. I'm not gonna lie. But
okay, so it's not actually fully fact, but there is some limitations to it. But what I was gonna say was with tying back to the NBA being lazy with the finals logo on the damn court. check out our IG post that I threw up the other night when I said like,
oh yeah, that graphic.
This is like everything. We're losing aura in everything, not just in sports, but just in life altogether. Because the example I was going to bring up was that I did hear of a law that there was talks of a law. It looks like it's not going to follow suit in most places, but the federal law passed sometime last year, that was banning, those funny messages on the freeway signs overhead. Like when you're driving on the freeway, and sometimes I've seen some funny shit when I'm driving. Like, some of these sayings be creative, especially around the holidays. But like, they're basically said that they're gonna do away with that. And then this is like we're losing aura and creativity everywhere. Look how restaurants look back in the day versus how they look now. It's just plain modern. That's how all apartments look. That's how all restaurants look. There's nothing that. Look at the stadiums, for instance. All these new stadiums that's getting built up, they all pretty much look the same. I mean, they're going back to the old cookie cutter that we had back in the 70s, where everyone was the circle stadium that was multi-purpose with horrible field, like at Veterans Stadium or at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. Like, we're losing creativity. It's like we had a period where places was unique in architecture and construction, and logos and branding was unique, and now everything is just gone away. Like we're just like corporations is completely taking over, and not to talk shit, because clearly, we both work for a corporation, and mine's ain't dull, but most corporations are dull. And then when they get dull and they buying out all these damn teams, like them and these PE firms and shit, there's no creativity there. It's just bottom line.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I didn't mean to go on a whole rant about that, but we're there's no creativity anywhere. You see it in sports. You see it outside everywhere you go. Like, we're losing it. These new stadiums that's being built, they all look the same, and they're all being indoor because every city now wants to be able to host a Super Bowl. That's what and I hate these northern teams. That's a lot of them is trying to get some form of an enclosed stadium, and I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. You got bad weather going and people going to these games. Well, the idiots are going shirtless when it's like 3 degrees outside. But, it's like, at these, like, I don't want to see Buffalo and Cleveland and places like that eventually get, in Buffalo, they're building theirs right now, enclosed stadiums. It's like, that was part of the aura of one, home field advantage, of two, just fucking badass seeing snow games. I don't want to see that go away.
Yeah.
In the NBA, talking about they got rid of the logo on the finals because of safety reasons. But y'all doing all that paint shit for the NBA
safety
Cup,
reasons.
That horrible eyesore that we got to look at. Yeah,
what the hell's the
everything's about
reasons?
Safety reasons.
Bullshit. Safety reasons, my ass. Everything's
bullshit.
What's your, in your opinion? What's the worst jersey of all time? I don't mind going first.
Sports or just NBA?
No, NBA. Let's go and sit to NBA.
Okay.
Yeah, I think mine is when during LeBron's second tenure with the Cavs, where they had that shirt jersey, and it had like the small number on the top left or top right. You just had to see.
I really didn't like any of the shirt jerseys that the NBA did. I'm kind of glad they did away with that.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
No, not at all. Any of them, too. I know Spurs did it one time. I think they did it with camo.
The Rockets did
or
it.
Gray. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
wasn't
that
a fan.
shit. Yeah, I was not a fan. Because, like, if I'm playing, I'm not going to want to feel like
yeah.
I want that freedom. That freedom of movement.
I mean, I get it. A nice, simple one color with, like, the secondary color outline is good, but, like, I don't like highlighters, if that makes sense. Like, when Golden State where it's, like, all yellow. Like, I don't like that.
Or, like, when the Timberwolves had that neon green.
There you go, that neon green. I know we're talking NBA, but when the Seahawks brought that neon green, too, everyone, I thought it was overhyped. But that's just my opinion, of course. Some people will disagree.
My worst uniform in NBA. I never really paid because they all. It wasn't like no colors are bad or anything because everything was kind of the same, but. If I'm being honest with you, I will even keep it local. I wasn't really feeling the pinstripes that the Rockets had, the navy pinstripes. Like that era. Like, what's crazy is that I like the logo with the actual rocket, but the uniforms, like when they switched right after they won the finals too, and they switched to that, I didn't really get with that. And the Mavericks throughout time, they had some ugly-ass uniforms.
Yeah, I know the Mavs came out with, I don't know if it was their City Connect, but remember they have some green uniforms recently?
Yeah, they had some ugly-ass ones. And I'm just happy to say in something ugly in Dallas in the same sentence.
Yeah. Now, going into the other side.
I would say the worst uniform on what, the best?
Yeah. But you were gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say the worst in all of sports is the Padres, and when the Broncos wore that mustard yellow. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember the Packers had a way throwback where they had like the blue with the brown stripes and the yellow, something like that. But what was to say, going on to the other side, my favorite NBA jersey of all time is the Raptors purple jerseys in the 90s. I didn't see it live, right? Yeah, with Vince Carter, right, in his prime. The one with the purple jersey and it has the red raptor on it. I love the old Raptor logo. Every time I see someone with a Vince Carter jersey in that era, I think like, oh man, it's a nice jersey. You know, it just has like, how to say it? I don't know, but I just really like. I think that one's
for me
probably my top favorite.
You know what's funny?
What?
Is we're gonna stay in the same country when the Vancouver Grizzlies came out. That uniform was badass.
I'm gonna have to look that up if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because Memphis wears it sometimes, but I like those, like the white ones with the Grizzly.
Okay.
And ball. Yeah,
the whole grizzly bear. Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that one's nice. I was like, good 2 picks, top tier picks right there. No argument whatsoever.
Yeah, we're leaving off in Memphis with the throwback Vancouver Grizzlies. Gonna take a short ride down 55. What the fuck is Zion doing in New Orleans, man? Is he the biggest bust since Jamarcus?
Ben Simmons? No, I'm just kidding. No, I think Ben Simmons came before him. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I think so.
like Ben Simmons.
Now I think here I'm gonna throw out a case.
90% bust.
Who? Ben?
He's not a full bust. Yeah, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he's more of a utility point guard, if that makes sense. You know,
he definitely didn't live up to the potential that maybe was placed on him, and not what was his natural ability. That's
he played at LSU, right?
Yeah, dude had handles like.
For sure.
I mean, shit. But Philly, man, that was the wrong place to fuck up.
Yeah.
Out of.
Yeah. No, especially.
That hurt my ego.
I think with Zion, I think he just cannot stay healthy. Plus, off the field issues, right? Like, don't get me wrong, he is good. He's an all-star caliber, not one of the best, but
he can't stay healthy because of the off the field issues.
That's true. You know, and I remember he went first, and then John Morant went second. I think I prefer John Morant. They both have off the field issues, but I think at this moment, I would choose Ja. I don't know, man. I like Zion, just like because he plays bully ball. He plays tough ball. He don't want to shoot a 3. He'll shoot it if he's open, but he wants to get in the paint.
That's the problem, though. When he actually played for almost the full season, what was it, either last year or the year before? Dude was a beast, man. Like, it was there, but he can't get out of his own way.
Yeah, no, he's I don't want to call him a bust yet, because he's only 24. But I mean, like, look, I'm gonna tell you the game started. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna tell you the game started, right? Okay, first year 24, second year 61, third year didn't play out the whole year, fourth year 29, fifth year 70, right, almost all season, and this past year 30, right now. His points are 22, 27, 26, 22.9, 24.6. You know, he puts up 20 points a game in every single year. It's just that when you only do that for 30 games, you're not really getting anything done, right? When you don't play even a half a season. And then you add that with all the field issues, and then everyone calling him fat. Remember, he was getting so much damn weight.
Who's fatter, him or Luka?
I think it's him. I think there was one time he was one of, if not the heaviest player in the NBA. If you're pushing almost 300 pounds, you're the heaviest player in the NBA. Not even like Sabonis for the Grizzlies is up there, and he's a big dude. Steven Adams is not close to
Nah, he's
300
like
pounds.
250, 260. He's like lean, like 250,
But
260.
he's probably the strongest dude in the NBA. I've seen a video of people
I
talking
would,
about his strength.
I wouldn't want to fight him. That's for sure.
No, it's not at all. He's 265. So he's still 35 pounds away from being, 300 pounds. And let me see Zion. What's Zion's weight? Zion's weight is 284. Almost 20 pounds heavier than a 7-footer. Than a strong 7-footer. But I just like Zion just because of his ability and his strength to be that way, but still go up and play volleyball. Like that man he was a grown man at 18, not mentally but strength.
Yeah, I got respect for dudes over 250 that can run, because just being at 235, my knees are fucking clicking when I run, and it feels like the heavier I get, the more it's gonna hurt. So, hey, props to y'all. Y'all got something.
I'm too afraid to sprint right now. I think I could still sprint.
I can still sprint. I can still do
I still jog pretty good. I have a good stride, but like if I go full sprint, dude, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if something's gonna happen. I'm 283.
Will you be able to stop?
Something's gonna have to stop me. I don't think I can stop manually. There's gonna be something's got to stop me. I'm gonna have to veer to a wall or something, a pole. But dude, as long as I could do push-ups, like a lot of push-ups at once with my body weight and still jog a mile, I think I'm fine at my body weight.
As long as
it is harder.
And it's harder. It's definitely harder. But as long as I could jog a mile and do like 10 to 20 pull-ups in one setting, then I'm good.
I have a funny story real quick. So last year, I did a relay marathon in my city with my company, right? What that is, it's a marathon race, but there's 6 legs, right? 6-leg marathon. They're not all divided evenly. They're all spread out. I did the last leg 6. It's the longest leg. It's just over 5 miles. And I did it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon in Texas heat, right, in May. That wasn't fun. But I've been training for it, so I was doing good. Where I like to motivate myself, right? I always tell myself, at the time I was weighing like low 270s. And I told myself, you were the fastest man over 270 in this race, right? That's what I always tell myself. And I know it was a lie, because this one guy, maybe he was probably like 4 years younger than me. I was 27 when I ran this race. Probably 4 to 5 years younger than me. This boy was big, Kyle. I'm talking like not Vince Wilfork, but like in between me and Vince Wilfork. Damn. Right? And he passed me. And he's like just out of high school, right? And he passed me. He's jogging.
That's big. In between you and Vince Wilfork, that's
big. Yeah, so this guy passed me, right? I was like, okay, like he's my target now. He's gonna stop at some point, right? After he passed me. That dude never stopped, Kyle. He kept going. I lost track of him. At that point, I was not the fastest man over 275 because I was passing a good amount of people, right?
Damn, there was a way you had to have felt the ground moving.
Dude, with me and him, dude, the rotom was cracked.
Man, y'all were a tag team in wrestling? Shit.
Oh, dog. Me and him weigh over, probably close to 600 pounds, if I'm being honest.
500, close to 6, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Close to 6, because I weighed 272 at the time, and he was definitely over 300, just by looking at him. But that dude was moving. He had some stamina.
300-pounders should not be moving like that.
No, but he was. I was impressed. I got humbled real quick. But yeah.
It is, it's funny you say that. Just last story to stay on this topic, it has to do with that message with the pull and guard that I sent you. I remember, man, that's they what is it that they see when us dumbass D linemen take the bait and go too far upfield and they just see we're like a deer in the headlight. Like, what do you think as an offensive lineman they think when they see us? Because I could tell you what happened to me the one time that happened in the scrimmage where I remember, this is when I was at Belhaven, and I remember the quarterback was coming out on the bootleg. The tackle blocked down, so obviously I had a clear path. I'm thinking, holy fucking shit, this is not a drill. And just when I get ready, because like I held down the line as soon as I saw the bootleg, and then right when I thought I had a free shot, I forgot to check again for that pulling guard, and I kind of did a cartwheel sideways. if you can kind of picture the level of impact, you know, I literally felt my feet was above my head before I hit the ground. Like homeboy, it was like a fucking refrigerator that took me out. Like, dude, man.
No, see, I learned that lesson my sophomore year. I was in varsity during playoff times my sophomore year. I'm not bragging. It's not impressive. I played at a school full of Mexicans, okay? I was one of the biggest kids at school at 6'1", 220.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I forgot. If you was in Houston, that's understandable, but you down there.
Yeah, so I'm not bragging like it's impressive being varsity in sophomore year, right? I had the size and a little bit of skill. But I learned that my sophomore year when I was a varsity because I was scrimmaging varsity at the time. And our tackles, right? Well, our offensive line, our tackles are pretty tall. They're a little bit taller than me, close to 300 pounds, right? Our guards are like 5'8", but like 280. They're little bowling balls, right? Now, I'm a sophomore. I'm like 15.
Little roly-polies.
At the time. Oh, yeah, bro. Little armadillos, they are, right? We call them tacuaches down where I'm from. But it was a counter. I knew it was a counter.
Deport him.
Oh, gosh. It was a counter because I saw, the running back step right and come left, right? I was like, okay, all right, I got him. Tackle, let me go. I'm going to make a play. I'm going to make a play on the varsity team, right? And all of a sudden, I feel a force coming from my left. And I feel the wind coming. And I look to my left. And it's this guy, this watermelon of a man, of a senior, just coming straight at me. And he popped me so hard, the coaches yelled. And after that, I knew never. If you get let go as a DE or as a DT, something's coming. Something's not. It's either a screen or someone's coming to kill you from your blind side. That's what I learned.
You know what?
That's my lesson for
listening to this.
What'd you learn?
That was racist. Why did it have to be watermelon?
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't going to say, Mexicans don't have a big... Mexicans don't have a big round fruit.
Yeah. Were there any black guys on your team down there?
Yeah, so my freshman year, we had this really good running back. Of course, he's a running back, right? His name was
corners. Yeah, I had to have cornerbacks.
No. We had black running backs. Then when I was in varsity, my sophomore year, junior year, we had this guy named. He was dark, but he was like Latino, right? Let me make a note to mute.
And that chart that was in Family Guy, he still would have gotten got. You know which chart I'm talking about from Family Guy, the famous one.
Say again.
Okay and the not okay.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't know. He wasn't like
he's still in the not okay category.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's in there,
especially down there.
But yeah,
man, I can't.
If you thought
city police, county, and border patrol
all at once, you know what I'm saying? But no, yeah, we had a few black guys. One of the black guys back in the 80s or 90s actually played in the NFL. He played cornerback. Played in the NFL with the 49ers, won the Super Bowl. So that's the only NFL player we got from my high school. That's it.
You're not going to name drop?
Dude, don't call me a racist. I forgot his name. I want to say it's Johnny. Go ahead and tell the people about your NFL people from your high school.
Man, our internet connection is horrible. This is not good. You broke up. Say again. Yeah,
I said go ahead and tell the people
for some reason. By my high school? Oh, yeah. Our internet is really tripping for some reason because you are like pixelating. You're like in and out. But yeah, my high school, we had Brandon LaFell, Brian Aracapo, and Josh Gordon come out. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was right. His name is Johnny Jackson.
Okay, I know the NFL kind of, and he did himself dirty. Oh, so you were close. So
yeah, he was drafted by the 49ers in the fifth round, won a Super Bowl in 1990.
All right, that's what's up. So both our high schools produced a Super Bowl champion. Do you remember which one?
Yeah, I mean, one of yours played with Tom Brady.
I said,
of course I do.
Yeah. Yep. Caught the first touchdown in that game.
Mm-hmm. Let's go and move on. We already hit 40 minutes and we just got through our first topics. Let's go and move on to the MLB.
Yeah, we'll probably drop the last topic for later.
Yeah, let's skip the first bullet point and let's talk about the home run race. Right, because that's what I have listed on here as our subtitle. Just to go in order. Judge just hit his 24th homer as just before we hit this. Well, first before we got onto this pod, it's not the lead. Cal Raleigh, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Raleigh, the catcher for the Seattle is the homer 26. Yeah, that's what he is, and he's more of like a short, like stubby guy, right? He's not really, kind
of pudgy. See what happens when you keep your mouth shut about the Astros? Because you remember what he said last year? You know, it's always a good day when the Astros lose, and then the Mariners proceed to give up the division to us again. And kind of the same thing happened, but a little bit early, a little bit more subtle this year, where the Astros just kind of just snuck up and took the division from him again so far with a 3-game lead. But yeah, you know, he's a dude. All he does is just hit tanks, man.
Yeah,
it's like he
does.
He's about to shatter records for a catcher, and he's a primary catcher.
Mm-hmm. I think there was one time. Salvador Perez led the
Judge
league in home runs.
Yeah, he had a 40-homer season recently for the Royals. But yeah, between Raleigh, Judge, Ohtani, those gonna be your 3 horses. That's gonna be for your home run crown. Judge could actually win the Triple Crown.
Dude, we've been talking about this. Judge winning Triple Crown for like the past 2 years.
He's got to do it.
3
Is he going to do it?
Yeah,
he's got to do it.
He is so
You remember
good,
the last one to do it, right?
Miguel got better like in 2010 or early 2010s.
Yep.
He's first in batting average by 30. He's second in home runs, 2 behind Cal, and then he's third in RBIs behind Pete Alonso by 6. I think he does it, dude. Now, Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong. Is the Triple Crown per league or MLB?
Damn. I think it's MLB.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have to be the entire league. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because even in home runs and RBIs, I mean, Seattle's in the AL and so are the Red Sox, so he doesn't lead in those two. But yeah. So, dude, I think he does it, dude. He's just too... I don't understand how he's so good, dude. I mean, I get it. I do understand, but, like... Regular season Judge is the greatest player by far. By far.
Regular season Judge, regular season
Freddie
Tucker.
Freeman is the greatest playoff person by far. He's the greatest playoff hitter. You know?
I don't want to talk about Freddie Freeman in the playoffs.
Is Judge is already in the Hall of Fame, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Like even if he retires this year, like he's in?
Yeah. Judge and Freeman.
Oh, for sure, Freeman. For sure. He has one with the Braves and one with the Dodgers.
You know, he's closing in on 3,000 hits. I was just checking. I think he's at like 2550 something. So he's about to be getting on 3,000 hit watch, and if he can hold on for about another if he's producing at this level, maybe another 2 years. You know, I hate the Dodgers, but I'll watch that.
Well,
I got respect. I got respect for Freddie. I just don't want to remember what he did for the Braves against us.
Yeah, I get you. It might be some time before he gets to 3,000 hits. He's barely at he's almost at 2,400. 24.
Oh, I thought I saw.
So
I don't know why I thought I saw he was at 25. Okay, must have been.
Might be sometime. He'll probably get to 25.
So he needs at least. He probably needs what? Shit, that's going to be at least maybe about like another 4-5 years. How old is he?
Yeah, 35.
This
might be
order,
like not as significant, but it might be like Albert Pujols, where he gets it when he's like 41. Not as significant, right? Albert Pujols hit 700 home runs. That's one of my greatest baseball moments.
Pujols had 3,000 hits long before he had that 700th home run.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, but all right. All-Star voting begins. So we already know who you think is going to be, because you know they have like the overall lead and vote getter. Who do you think wins it this year?
Judge
or Ohtani?
Judge. I think if Ohtani wins, is because he got more international votes. But Judge, in my opinion, what Judge is doing right now and what he has done the past few years is just, dude. Like, I feel like, is this what people felt like when they saw Mickey Mantle? You know? Like, is this...
Babe Ruth, yeah.
You know?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is this
Hank
what
Aaron?
Now, I think what we have over the old-timers is Shohei. Especially when he starts pitching again after the All-Star break. No one's ever seen anything like Babe Ruth could kiss this ass, all right, about pitching. Man pitched for like 2-3 years and then played center field. Most 700 home runs, respect, right? But if an old timer tells me about Babe Ruth and Carroll and Shohei, I'm gonna stop him right there. All right,
you remember that video I sent you?
Old-timer.
That dude mimicking Babe Ruth at the plate. You know, Babe Ruth talking shit, and then the dude, he was like, "Where's the pitch?" It was like, "It's already in the catcher's glove." He's like,
"Holy
shit. Babe ain't never seen no one throwing 102." Like,
dude,
or like when Aroldis and Machado that at bat last year when Aroldis hit 105. The Babe ain't seen that shit. Mm-hmm. and it's 105 with movement.
Dude. Today's pitchers and what they're doing today is just mind-boggling. You know? Now I'll say Babe Ruth was better than everyone at his time by far, right?
Because he literally was playing against plumbers.
Yeah, he was the guy, right? There was no one at his level at that time ever, right? Now people have been playing baseball since they could walk. And that's why I'm trying to get my son to do. My son's almost about to walk, so I'm trying to start to get his left hand moving. Start
About to
stretching.
start walking. He needs to be walking already. Shit, put it back.
Dude, he's 98th percentile in height and weight, man. It's gonna take him a little bit longer to try to get his motor skills down.
Is he either gonna be if
he's either gonna be the unit in MLB or he's gonna be a left tackle.
Yeah. Guard.
No, dude. I don't think he's gonna be under 6'3". I honestly think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be taller than you, Kyle. If I'm being honest, the way he's going.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
The boys.
If he gets to my height, and he's like a lean 300, I know Chris is not gonna like hearing that number, but look, we're trying.
That number sounds beautiful to me.
We got a we got a project that we working on right here. Okay, we going straight to the lab. If he gets to my height and holding 300, straight up, he's a left tackle. Straight up.
Yeah. Kyle, I'm buying you a house down here so you could take batting practice against them. Or DE.
I'm worried. I'm worried though that he's going to have the what's his name from LSU. He's going to have that effect. Will
Campbell?
That
No,
offensive lineman.
He won't.
Yeah.
No, his
arms.
My arms are longer than my actual height. Okay. I'm 73 inches. My wingspan is 75.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is he's not going to be a roly-poly.
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be a T-Rex.
Okay.
He should. He should be good. He should be good.
Yeah.
Right. Now, because me and my wife always had this argument, right? If he gets my wife's height, he's a gymnast, right? If he gets my height,
if it's capped at your wife's height, but he has your weight, he's a catcher.
Yeah, because he can't be a jockey. He'll be too heavy for the horse.
Damn, she about to call me, cussing me out.
I know, dude. We're both about to get in trouble. Me more. What else? Oh, what am I doing here? But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm just saying this stuff, and my son could be 5'7", 180. What's going on over there? You're on mute. What do you?
No, I kind of was.
Did you feel something?
Too.
Oh, you were dying over there.
Yeah.
Damn it. But yeah,
I'm alive.
So last question on this topic, and then we'll move on to softball. What? But last question, who do you think wins the home run race? You think Cal Riley? Sorry, sticks the lead, or
Judge?
Someone come out of nowhere.
He has the benefit of the Little League ballpark. But if you want someone to come out of nowhere, it could be Schwarber.
That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking. You know who I'm really surprised by? Who's fifth is Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll is more of a speedster. He's more. Kyle, guess his weight. Guess his weight. I'll give you one chance. Oh, the cops are coming for Kyle, people. Kyle might miss next week's episode. There is a police or something outside his apartment.
All right. Ops are gone. What'd you say again?
Guess Corbin Carroll's weight. He's fifth in home runs right now. Guess his weight.
Oh, like 180.
165.
Damn.
This man is fifth in the MLB, not the league. Fifth in the MLB in home runs.
Check him.
Check
Yeah.
his pecs.
Check
his hips.
Ain't no way. Pause.
Sorry. But yeah, I say Schwarber. Now Shohei Judge always have a chance, right? But I think a surprise pick will probably be little bowling ball Schwarber. That man's got no muscle but all power.
That's country raw power right there. That's corn fed.
That is nothing but maize.
Just show up and hit tanks.
Dude, I think his tanks are like 450. Anyway, yeah,
Dude.
I'll stop.
Yeah. No, keep going. I'm just kidding.
Softball.
I didn't realize until this past weekend that we have a softball league starting up.
I did
I'm actually
too.
interested about it.
I got excited. I told my wife. She's like, "Yeah, they already played 3 games already." I was like, "Oh." I was like, my bad. Girl power, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Well,
Oops.
okay. So the league has already started.
Yep.
It already started. But see, look, what I was thinking was they have the best way that they could do since clearly we're late. I swear I didn't realize it because that's why I put I put these notes up on Sunday. I texted you. I'm over here feeling like I'm ahead and shit. And then, yeah, like I said, they already played like a couple games already. So, okay, let's just go ahead and just for the people who's kind of like us, yes, we do have a softball league that's starting up. There's 4 teams. They're going to do a round robin across cities across the country. It's not city based yet until next year, and it's good that we finally have a league starting up because it's like, where do these girls go after they finish collegiately? Like, they just sit around and wait for the Olympics. Like, you know, if you had a softball league like this, you know, like it's starting up. I mean, hell, look, I'm not saying this to talk shit, but I would buy tickets for that before the WNBA. Like, I'm just being real because
me and my wife are thinking about going to the 2020 Olympics softball games because it's in Oklahoma.
Short drive. That's short for us in Texas.
Well,
you know?
not. I mean, I gotta drive through all of Texas.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, oof.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's a 12-hour drive just to Wichita Falls.
You probably don't want to stop in Dallas.
I mean, to stop somewhere.
Yeah. That's and then you got and then and then after that, you still got about another 3.5 hours to OKC from that point. So
exactly.
Yeah, you probably gonna want to stop. Oh, and then y'all traveling with a kid. Yeah, you definitely gonna have to stop.
Well, he'll be 4, so we should be good.
Yeah, but you're gonna be in a car with a 4-year-old for 12 hours, though. You got to think about that.
You're not wrong. You know.
I mean, look, I'm not just letting y'all know that it could be the possibility, especially if number 2 ever comes around. My mom, whenever we went on road trips, my mom had to give me NyQuil before we hit the road. Like, that's just kind of like how annoying I was. So, just letting you know. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not saying you're your kid, but...
What are you saying?
Clearly it helped because my ass was knocked out. Like, you know, so... She was serious when she said that she will turn this car around if we don't... shut the fuck up. And then I will see her reach for that medicine bag and pull out that cup, and then I'm like, oh shit. Like, that was about as bad as a whooping.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was worse than a whooping because I get to stay awake afterwards and do whatever and recover. Like, she just straight up just put my ass to sleep.
Now, speaking of softball, did you by any chance catch the softball college World Series or no?
No, I haven't. No, but I saw Texas one. So
damn
orange
misogynist.
No, dude, I'm over here researching the softball league that I found out after the fact. Okay,
it was a good series for Texas. Texas Tech versus Texas, right? My wife is a huge softball fan. Coach softball, love softball, played softball. She's a huge softball fan, right? So we watch all 3 games. Now, Texas Tech has a pitcher, Najaree Kennedy. I hope I said her first name right. She is the highest.
I don't even know, but I can already tell you didn't.
NA'Jaree. Najaree. That's how I'm pronouncing it, right?
It
I'm
could
close,
be
at least.
Najaree. You mean you don't
It
know?
could be.
I probably did it fucking worse.
Yeah, listen, that's coming from the black man. Anyway, what I want to mention her, she is the highest paid softball player ever for NIL. She's getting over
I
a
did see a
mil.
post for that shit.
She's getting over a mil for Texas from Texas Tech as a softball pitcher. This is the perfect. Oh, dude, the best.
Okay.
Kyle, she pitched all 3 games.
I'll be watching.
She pitched every single game of the World Series, Kyle. Let me read you her stats. This is how good she is. Game 1 versus Texas, they lost, but 6-inning pitch, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. Right? Game 2, 7 innings pitched, they won, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Coach puts in for her 3rd game, right? She gets shelled fortunately for Texas, unfortunately for her.
Yeah,
she
you
gets
pitched
shelled
15
5 runs.
innings in 2 days.
Yeah. She is unbelievable. Now, now, Kyle, you want to hear her pitch count? 88 game 1, 107 game 2, and then 25 game 3, Kyle. Now, she got some nasty stuff for softball.
For the 3rd game, was the head coach ripping a hard drag on a cigarette when he or she sent her out there like it was the fucking 70s?
He was hoping for a miracle, I guess. I don't know. He was hoping for Nola Ryan to come out of her or something.
Damn, man. Literally, she said it was the Heat coach. Literally said it said, "Girl, you pitch until your arm falls off," and he fucking meant every damn word,
dude.
But you know what though? You know what though? They're paying her over a meal, so you go out there every damn game.
Yes, there's 7 innings in softball. She pitched 6 innings, then a complete game. Game 2, 1.
They got, but damn, she pitched for Texas Tech. You said?
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Okay, they didn't get their money's worth. They lost. You lost.
Oh, God. But yeah, she is unbelievable. So this league starting up, I don't know if I believe she's a junior. She originally came from Stanford. But this league starting up is like perfect for players like her, right? So it's just awesome to see that happening.
And the growth potential is huge because
it is.
I was thinking, like, what if, because like they're playing their games. I think I lost where I was. Okay, well, they're clearly they're playing their games in, softball specific fields, but I mean, we could just run through the cities that they're playing in. This first season, it started June 7th. It's June 10th.
I think the only place in Texas is Rockville, Round Rock.
Round Rock. Yep.
Round Rock. Yeah.
They're going to Round Rock, Norman, Omaha, Chattanooga, Sulphur for some reason, Sulphur, Louisiana, for you non-Southerners who don't know where Sulphur is. Seattle, Salt Lake, and Wichita, and wherever the fuck this Rosemount is. So yeah, they're just gonna be doing a round robin until they come out with city specific teams. And the reach, I was just thinking, like, what if they just did some, just being drunk and high. What if they, like, had the games before the Major League game? You know what I mean? Like, you just have the fences out. You have the fences out. And if you have a ticket for the Major League game, you can come in early whenever the gates open for the softball game. And, like, you just come early for the game. You'll be at the ballpark all day. It'll be free entry if you want to gain exposure. Like, I'm just being drunk thinking about this. Clearly, they have the shit mapped out. But, yeah. I mean, there is great potential for growth for this because and not shitting on the WNBA, but
we're shitting on the WNBA.
I will definitely watch softball before I watch Miss Layups. I'm just being honest.
Dude, I 100% back you up, bro. Some of these ladies are hitting 40+ homers in a season. Some of these ladies are like Barry Bonds. They will pitch away.
They're Barina Bonds.
Barina Bonds. I don't know what I was going to say. Patrice Bonds. I'm trying to think of other female names as well. It'd be Bianca Bonds. Right.
Brianna Bonds.
Brianna Bonds. It's so hard for B, man. They're usually all A's. Damn it. Bobby Bonds. There's some girls named Bobby.
Yep.
Anyway.
I'm out. I mean,
yeah.
So.
Before we get canceled, let's go ahead and chalk it up there.
We're gonna get canceled. We're promoting something. We're doing something good here. We ain't talking shit. Okay. We're not talking shit directly.
We're being passive aggressive.
Okay, yeah. But we're not talking shit directly, though.
No.
Yeah,
no, we're not.
So.
All right.
We're going to wrap it up. We're already past an hour.
Yeah, we already held you guys for too long. Hostage. Once you click on this video, the Spotify link. Oh, yeah, we're on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, your MP3 player, your iPod, your work next training course, your pager. We're everywhere. Follow us. Instagram, YouTube. I might make us a TikTok because they pay the most. And we need to start getting paid for this shit. But thank y'all for watching, listening, liking, subscribing,
Say it louder for the
commenting.
people in the back.
We'll see y'all next time. Peace.